California lawmakers weighing proposals that would offer government-funded health care to adult illegal immigrants. Governor Gavin Newsom is proposing a $98 million a year plan to cover illegals between the ages of 19 and 25. The state assembly's bill would cover all illegal immigrants over the age of 19 living in California. That would be a $3.4 billion proposal. Special counsel Robert Mueller reportedly reluctant to testify publicly at the House Judiciary Committee. Mueller's team reportedly doesn't want him to appear political. Ho, ho, ho. How are they going to stop that? House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler has threatened to subpoena Mueller if he refuses to testify. These are the same Dems who just gave Mueller a hug and a kiss with every word up until his decision to exonerate the president. Joining me now, Harmeet Dhillon, managing partner at the Dhillon Law Group, RNC Committeewoman for California, a member of the 2020 Trump Advisory Council. Great to have you with us, Harmeet.
Thanks, Lou.
First, what in the world in California? $3.4 billion for illegal immigrants. That's a pretty significant price.
It's huge. It's going to really knock a big hole in the budget of the new governor, and he's actually at odds with the Democrats over this. Now, the Democrats control 75% of our legislature, and many of them are big advocates for illegal aliens, and so they see them as a future pool of voters, and so they're definitely pushing for this. But the difference between the governor's proposal, which is only $98 million, and $3.4 billion is huge, and so you see yet another example of how California is prioritizing the rights of people who are not here legally over those who are here legally.
It's stunning. It truly is. Yeah, equally stunning, the relentlessness of the Dems, faced with the prospect of, the Attorney General William Barr investigating and producing evidence of all sorts of extraordinary espionage on the part of the Justice Department, the FBI, in the 2016 election, spying on the President of the United States, spying on him as a candidate, spying on him as the president. They are doing their best to distract public attention from what will be the soon to be released, we are promised, Inspector General report, perhaps two of them, as well as, of course, the Justice Department investigation into the origins of it all.
Yes, Lou, this is part calculated diversion of the public's attention, but also part attachment to the narrative that they thought was going to carry them through to 2020, and it clearly isn't. And so, and also don't forget, Jerry Nadler has a personal, long-standing feud with the president, or at least in his own mind he does. The president probably doesn't see it that way until now. And so
the president probably
really
doesn't see him as being in his league, is how the president
exactly. That's what I meant. They're not equals, and so one is living rent-free in the other's head. But I think that even Bob Mueller's team, who are all partisans as far as I can tell, don't think this is a great idea because it's really going to shake the fragile image of him as objective, which, as we both know, is not true.
Yeah, and Justin Amash in the Republican conference, sitting on the House Oversight Committee, without any response from Kevin McCarthy. A member of the Freedom Caucus, without any response from Mark Meadows and the caucus, a condemnation. When will the Republican Party grow a spine in the House of Representatives?
I have no answer for you there, Lou. I agree that the Democrats are actually very good about party discipline and cracking the whip and making sure everybody stays on track. And Republican side is much more free form and, frankly, disorganized. And I think it's really unfortunate that they're allowing this travesty to pass of this naked opportunism on the part of one of their members.
And let's conclude with Spygate. Have you seen to this point, read any story, read any report, heard any information from any source that would make you think there was not a broad conspiracy amongst the Democrats, the radical Dems, the DNC, the Clinton campaign, the DOJ leadership, and the Justice Department leadership, the Obama administration, intelligence community against this president as a candidate and as president of the United States?
Well, I think you're right, Lou. Various aspects of the different bodies you just mentioned probably signed on to this conspiracy at different points in time, but definitely law enforcement was involved early and often in this process, and I think to this day is probably still spying on and continuing to violate the civil rights of the Americans around the president and those who support him, and frankly violating the civil rights of all Americans, because our government has effectively been taken away and the president cannot achieve his goals with the wheels of power gummed up with this nonsense. And the civil rights violations to me as a civil rights lawyer are really offensive, and we need to make sure this never happens again in America.
Harmeet Dhillon, always good to see you. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Up next, dangerous cartels running rampant